Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to check in with Bulldog Volleyball, and we're joined by head coach Tia Brandel-Wilhelm. Coach, welcome to the show, and congratulations on winning the GLIAC Tournament Championship.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here. Yeah, it was a really fun tournament.
I know, an exciting week for your team as you were the top seed going into the conference tournament.
Yeah.
And before we could get to the weekend, you had to get a big win over Parkside in the quarterfinal round on Wednesday night.
Yeah, Parkside was, they're just one of those teams that's been playing really well at the end of the year, so we knew that that would be a pretty exciting match. So it was good.
How exciting was it to be able to host this tournament again for the fifth straight year, the semifinals and the finals this weekend?
Yeah, it's great. Like, we don't really think of the fifth straight year or any of that kind of stuff. Like, we're just, this team this year was just really focused on trying to do what they could do with their season. And yeah, it wasn't like we went into the season trying to host it, but you're always trying to do well in each game, and hopefully you can be at the top of the conference when that end of the year comes along. So it was pretty exciting.
As we go to the first match of the weekend, you took on Wayne State in the quarterfinal round, and second time you had seen the Warriors this season. Maybe talk about that match going
Yeah, when we played them in the year, it was kind of a down couple weeks for us, and they played really well, and it was a really tight 5-set that we kind of just snuck out at the end. Played well right at the very end, but. So we knew that this would be a good game. Wayne State's playing so much better than they were in the middle of the year. They're a young team and just so much better than they were. So we knew that it would be a really good game, and we had really worked hard to prepare a game plan for that. And I think that reflected in the first set, where we were able to kind of force them to do some things that they didn't want to do, which was helped us to get kind of an easier win in the first set, although it didn't feel very easy. The score looked that way.
Certainly one thing you did well in this match, you hit the ball well, a 385 attack percentage, and you were able to kind of distribute the ball around. Courtney Brewer had a big day for you.
Yeah, Courtney did really well. She knew that there were some things that she had available against their defense, so that we knew that that would be something that we would push the ball out to her a lot.
Playing here at home, how much of an advantage is that, earning the right to host the tournament and play it on your home floor?
Yeah, it's great. Like, for us, road or home, either way, it's great, because we just, when you're on the road, there's really good things about that. When you're at home, there's some great things. But for us to have this really great home crowd that we did, and have all the community members there, other student athletes that were there, the pep band was there, just to have all those people able to share in winning the tournament, I think was really fun.
Here in the third set, how important was it to maybe win this third set, knowing you're going to have to play the following day and get a little extra time to prepare?
Yeah, I think, just the recovery of that, for sure, like not having to play as much, but also just, for us, the mentality of even if you're not playing well, finding a way to grind it out and finding a different way to win. Early on, I thought our game plan really helped us, but then later on, we had to make some changes, and to know that you can do that and still come out and win in a set is pretty big.
You get the 3-0 win over Wayne State in the semifinals, and then you had a chance to scout the second match, Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech, and certainly two programs either way that you knew was going to be a challenge going into Sunday.
Yep, definitely. Every match we've played with both of those teams has been, even sometimes the scores weren't really close. They were really, tightly contested matches. So we knew that that would be, a big thing. And Northern's, again, a team that had been young and just really playing well here at the end of the year. And they had some moments there against Tech that they did really well. Those teams know each other so well, though. Tech was able to come out on top.
Here against Michigan Tech in the championship match, great atmosphere again. Two competing pep bands, two competing teams, and it was certainly exciting for the fans that were in attendance.
Yeah, it was a very exciting match. You have two teams here with really potent offense, so it was really kind of neat to see that. I think for the fans, one of the things I heard is, wow, they had these girls that hit really hard, and you had these girls that hit really hard. And so it was just kind of fun, I think, for the fans to see that kind of offensive battle going on, for sure. And the pep band battle, of course, right?
Third matchup of the year. Maybe what were some keys here for your team to pull out the win?
We were really focused on our game plan against their offense, because they do have such a good offense, and we knew we needed to put them in different situations, and that we wanted to, really be aggressive, because not only do they have some really big hitters on the outside, but their middles are really efficient too. So we just knew that we were going to have to be balanced in our defense, and I think that was a big part of what we worked on getting ready for that match.
Obviously, Katie O'Connell had a big day for you in this contest, but got some great production all the way around. Kara Merkel, a freshman that continues to get better and better.
Yeah, she does. Gets better every day. Really, I think if you look at our whole team, we are that team that gets better every day. I mean, if you looked at us compared to 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago, you almost wouldn't recognize the team, because they work really hard to get better and to add things to their arsenal every day.
Took a 2-0 lead in the match, but here in the third set, Michigan Tech, like good teams do, wasn't gonna quit, and they certainly gave you a battle here in this third set.
Yep, definitely. The second set was, you know, one of those games that, you know, we won it, but it was tight and really back and forth. And we had made a lot of errors in the second set, so I thought we came out in the third set and maybe were a little bit tentative in some of the things that we were doing. So, but once we got comfortable again, I think that's where we were able to create a little separation, you know, middle to end of the match.
To be able to win a tournament like this on your home floor, how special is that to be able to do it in front of your home fans?
Yeah, it's really fun. We just have some fans that care so much about the players and the team, and it's just neat to be able to share something like that with them. And you see the reflections, you know, all the Facebook posts and, you know, all the texts that you get, and it's just amazing to me how many people just really do, you know, they know these young women and they care a lot about them and the way that they play on the court. So it's neat to be able to share that moment.
I know that's what you've been working toward all year long, but obviously for your seniors, they certainly wanted to go out winning that for the 6th year in a row and finish their career here at home on a high note.
I think now that it's over, it's kind of neat to think about 6 in a row, but I think for us, for the season, it was really just about, like, it wasn't about last year's team and what last year's team could do. It was always just about the 2019 Bulldogs and what were we capable of, and are we playing to the level that we should be, and just constantly evaluating ourselves against ourselves. And now that it's over, it's really neat because the alumni all are like, oh, you know, the streak's alive, and I think that's really cool for the alumni to know that they're a part of that too. But for this team, it's really never been about defending that. It's always really about just trying to, you know, do what we can do with this group of athletes.
Obviously, here in postseason play, you had a little bit of time to enjoy that, but now you move on. Is the NCAA tournament here coming up in 9th straight year that you'll be part of the NCAA tournament in a competitive regional field?
Oh, for sure. This whole field is so strong. I mean, I've looked at it most of the year, and you know, whenever I look at the teams, I think, gosh, there's like 9 or 10 teams that could win the region and legitimately have that shot. So I think that makes it really exciting. It'll just be, you know, 8 teams really getting after it, and everybody will be competitive in the games, and it'll be hard for everyone, and that's what makes great sports, right?
Taping the show here before the selection show, the regional, December 5th through the 7th, and no matter where you end up, what does it take maybe to pull out some wins here in the NCAA tournament?
You know, you have to be healthy, you have to, you know, have your mind right, and you have to be able to, you know, focus in on a game plan pretty quick, because you don't have days to get ready. You have to, you know, you find out who you play, and then if you can do well in that, you have to turn around and play again like 20 hours later. So it's just really about being able to, you know, make those adjustments from game plan to game plan, team to team, and then just, you know, you just do the best you can in that moment, and you don't worry about what's going to happen, what kind of outcome is there.
Well, Coach, congratulations
Thank
again
you.
on the GLIAC Tournament Championship. Best of luck in the NCAA tournament.
Thanks.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.